Peyton Ebelair will inbound to Will Cook, and we are underway here in the second half. Railers on top 23-12. Right wing to Cook, the game's leading scorer, the senior. Inside out. Railers done a lot of that down in Collinsville and doing more of it here in the first half and getting some good looks.
Yeah, you're right. Trying to get it in the Hop, and now they're looking really to try and keep it away from the free throw line. Really, the first time that right there, Hop turned and faced the basket, and they converged on him.
Nice bounce from Gavin to Hop on the baseline. Cook flips over. Gavin top of the key three, and it won't go down, but Gavin is fouled. And just about every three he's taken tonight, there's been some contact. And that time I think the foul was called because the official felt that the contact came before Gavin got a chance to come down safely.
Yeah, you see Gavin get hit a lot on threes. I don't know if it's maybe because of the size, being 6'5", or it seems like he gets hit in the gut a lot on a box out, or maybe when he jumps, he goes forward a lot more than most shooters just jump straight up and straight down. But as Gavin makes the first, misses the second, it's got one more. So 24-12, Gavin at the line for his third. But that time again, Gavin got hit.
2 out of 3. Gavin splits them. Make, miss, make. Gavin now with 12. Normal West in front of their coach, Brian Couples. Down 13, and Josh, we've seen a lot of teams in this position over the years. This is where the Railers have had the opportunity to step on the gas and pull away real fast.
Yeah, and I think early on that was going to be a concern for Coach Allen. This team was
stolen by Ebelair.
Oh, Ebelair all the way.
Peyton along the right side of the lane, up 4-2 is good.
And that's one of the MOs of this team. Are we going to be able to do that with this team? Do they have the killer instinct? And so far, as you saw in Collinsville, no better than anybody else, they did it for sure. Steal
and layup by Ebelair forces Brian Couples to take a timeout. Just 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. Railers up 27-12. Want to remind you again, some of the good sponsors for Railer basketball include Big R, Lincoln IGA, Bright Idea Screen Printing, and Timbercrest Veterinary Services. It is now a 15-point advantage, and the Railers, Josh, have scored the last 9 in this contest going back into the first half. And we've seen the Railers, when they start turning turnovers into points, things can go really bad for the opponent really quick.
Yeah, you're right. And I remember number 22, Robinson from last year, left-handed, was a sophomore. And he's, of course, just a junior now, but has not done anything.
Stolen away again, but then tipped right back to Normal West. Railers had a good trap. Ball was tipped away, but the ball kicked back over to West. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln on top, 27-12. Simpkins dump it down to Stork.
It's almost like the Raiders are letting them get it down low because they're not doing anything. But there again, Simpkins, they kick it out to Simpkins for 3, and he's got another basket.
Simpkins has 13 of their 15.
He just counted 2, yeah.
6:10 to go. Cook on the right wing, back on top to Peyton. Ebelair over to Jordan Perry. Gavin in the corner, fakes the 3. Thought about driving baseline, now kicks back out to Perry. Inside to Hop at the free throw line, dribbles through the lane and hands back off to Perry. Down on the baseline, nice look
pass
to Gavin off the glass and in.
Great pass by Ebelair too, and I think that's wide open there. You see the Railers starting to get it at the free throw line and then kick it down to the baseline where there's another Railer. That time it was Gavin. That time Ebelair to Gavin for a wide open layup.
29-15, 5.5 to go. Almost thrown away, tracked down by Kirkwood for the Wildcats.
Pressure for the defense on the Railers. Pressure picked up, another steal by Cook.
Will with the steal, goes in, off the glass, high and good.
Nice, good job by Will. Goes the distance, steals it right in front of the Wildcat bench, and had a guy riding him the whole way down. And that time he got the step. Will just a little bit quicker. Got a good angle and went in for 2.
31-15, 5 minutes to go. Underneath, nice move by Robinson, didn't get it to convert, and then a foul is going to be whistled on Normal West. Josh, when the Railers are running their offense to precision, pass after pass and cut and move, you could see for the defensive perspective, it'd be very easy to almost be hypnotized. You're just watching them and watching them. Next thing you know, somebody just kind of slowly sneaks behind you. You've given up 2 points.
Well, and we saw a lot of that, or you saw it firsthand. I watched a lot of it on the video, but seemed like the Railers down in Collinsville were 35, 45, maybe 50 seconds on a possession. And if you're playing defense, you're like, man, are these guys ever going to shoot the basketball? I'm tired of doing this stuff. So, and then they bomb a three on you, and then boy, that really deflates you after you play defense for 50 seconds, and then hit a three.
Tipped away into the backcourt. Ebelair retrieves for the Railers, who find themselves up 31-15. Ebelair thought about top of the key three, didn't take it. Kicks it down to Bowers off the glass and good.
And again, Isaiah's just staying right on that short porch area. That's just a couple feet outside the lane, right around the backboard area. And that time Ebelair again got to the free throw line and kicked it. Isaiah got it up and went up strong on some bigger guys for the Wildcats.
33-15. Bowers now with 4. Simpkins out to Beal.
Nice when you can move a player like Hop, who plays a back on defense to start the game, and then you can move him up to play point on the defense also.
Lob into Robinson and Ebelair, and Peyton was lobbying that it should have been a held ball, but the official on the baseline said Peyton got a little too much arm. Ebelair will pick up his first on the Railers here in the half. 3:53 left in the third quarter, and Lincoln starting to stretch this one out. 33-15 right now on a 15-3 run.
Yeah, and free throws here for Robinson. Just the third free throw. No, actually, Gavin had 3. So there's been a couple free throws shot here. Now the 4th free throw here in the second half. But a good job by the Railers of keeping the pressure up. It looks like they've picked up the pressure a little bit. Maybe that was one thing they talked about at halftime. Coach told them to pick it up. Maybe he was didn't think they could handle some pressure as far as their ball handlers for Normal West.
Free throws go down, 33-17, first 2 points of the night for Robinson.
Now maybe looks like Normal West is going to go man-to-man, or at least a matchup press.
Railers no difficulty breaking that. Hop, Ebelair, Isles. Also on the floor, Block and Bowers. Gavin spots for 3, up, in, and out. Rebound comes down to Isles. Good job by Garrett.
Yeah, it's off.
Inside to Hop, trying to get it on the baseline again to Bowers. And like you said, just once, just to keep him honest, you'd like to see Hoppy turn and take that 15-footer.
Well, they've really extended the wings out, too, and now they're catching at the free throw line, and Hop's got one man to beat, or he's been dropping that little pass like he just tried to on that possession down to Bowers.
Timeout taken by Normal West. It's just a 30-second timeout, so again, we will keep it here. Remind you, some of the other sponsors for Railer basketball include the Carpet House, Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds, Ploot Heating and Cooling, and Dr. Betsy Ulrich at Sugar Creek Orthodontics, bringing you this one. Railers on top, 33-17, 3:28 to go. And Josh, it feels like Coach Brian Couples is doing anything and everything he can to hang in here, but I think he sees what's about to happen.
Well, I was watching my faithful Illini too, and today Gross had 0 timeouts with I think about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. He also was trying to hang on before the inevitable was coming.
Inbound out to Gavin on the sideline. Get it to Garrett between the circles. Now hands to Block. Right side to Ebelair. Hop flips it over to Isles. Quick ball movement. Gavin 3 on the way is good.
Great ball movement again, and it just they're keeping that flow, that offensive cohesiveness together as the guys are passing, guys are ready to shoot, and guys are draining them. You can do all the first two things, but you got to put the seal on the deal and make it. And right now the Railers are hitting pretty good.
36-17. Gavin with 17. Kick it over in the corner. 3 on the way. That's going to be good. That is Nate Beal. His first basket of the night makes it 36-20. Ebelair quickly into the front court for the Railers. Now they back it back out. Now Garrett will fire a 3 off the rim. No. Tracked down by the Wildcats. Up to Simpkins. 2-on-2. Simpkins against Gavin. Simpkins off the glass, and it'll go down.
Yeah, and the Railers that time didn't get back. So the Wildcats have put a little pressure on the Railers. Here now a man-to-man press. The Railers break that easily, and when they break that, they've got to also look to score.
2:15 left in the third quarter. Lincoln on top, 36-22. They won their 4 games down in Collinsville by an average of 17.5 points. Right now they're up 14.
Again, Hop's wide open in the middle. See if they can get it down to Hop, and then Hop to Bowers.
Hop turns down baseline to Bowers. Won't go down, but Isaiah will go to the line shooting two. And you know, the angle we've got here sitting courtside, Josh, the lane that Hop's got, there's not much room for error to get it down to Isaiah.
No, and they've got some good size down on there. Normal West does. They've got 6'5", 6'3", 6'4" with some long arms, so it's tough to get around it. But Hop's doing a good job of getting them and finding that area, finding that open area. And Bowers is doing a good job of not just standing still in one spot. He's moving from side to side. And that time Isaiah went from the strong side to the weak side where Hop wasn't, and Hop was able to find him. Isaiah
hits the first and hits the second. Isaiah now with 6. Good night for Bowers. It's 38-22. 1:45 to go. Tipped away from behind by Gavin. Still in the backcourt. Now over near side, the Wildcats into the front court. O'Brien to Beal. Back to O'Brien. Gets a screen from Simpkins. In the corner. 3 on the way. That's going to go long. Rebound tracked down by the Wildcats. Nice defense, and there's Gavin in the way for the steal. Ahead quickly to Bowers running. Flips back to Garrett. To Will. Over to Garrett. 1:15 to go.
Yeah, good job. And what a great catch and save by Bowers, too. Gavin led him just a little too long, but a good job of I think Isles was right behind him also. Bowers threw it right back to Isles, and we were able to convert that.
Nice catch by Garrett. Keep it from going out of bounds. Back to Gavin.
Yeah, 50 seconds left here. Maybe the Railers going to try and hold for one, I think, if you can.
33-28. Bowers. Good spacing by the Railers. You got Gavin and Evelair out high. You got Cook and Isles in opposite corners. And you got Isaiah right top of the key free throw line area.
Yeah, but Isaiah is not as comfortable, I think, as Hop is there. They could throw him the ball, and he could do a lot of different things. So Isaiah's got to catch and face if they are able to get it to him.
Skip it over this side to Garrett. Down to 20 seconds. Railers have run the clock. Evelair being watched by Wildcats. To Gavin. To Bowers on the baseline. Block off the glass and good. Isaiah.
Yeah, great pass by Gavin, too. And Isaiah, again, hanging around that basket.
4 seconds. Down to 3. 3 on the way. Will not go down. At the end of 3, Lincoln on top. It's the Railers 40. Normal West 22. Back for the fourth quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln College,
Railer basket.
St. Clara's Manor, BB Milling Company, and Future Stars and Impact Studios cheerleading and tumbling. Right now, Josh, the Railers will head to the fourth quarter. Normal West will have the basketball, but the Railers have an 18-point lead.
Yeah, nice quarter, too, for the Railers. It wasn't built on all threes. It was built on finding a guy open at the free throw line and kicking it down to Bowers, and Bowers doing a good job, or Gavin also, of finishing around the hoop.
Try to skip it in the corner, and there's Gavin right in the way for the steal. Gavin leads all scorers with 17. Simpkins leads the Wildcats with 15. Will Cook in double figures for the Railers. He has 13. Isaiah Bowers, he is close to double figures. He has 8. Hop lobs back to Evelair. Underneath the Bowers. Will Cook corner 3. Missed it. Hop tried to get the rebound. Bowers saved it back into Gavin. Hop with the reverse, won't go down.
And Hop's been able to get right around the hoop, and he's really fun to watch around the hoop because you never know what side of the hoop he's going to shoot it at. That time was another reverse. He just couldn't get it to go. But the Railers, again, active on the offensive boards.
Minute gone by in the fourth. No scoring yet. 40-22. Railers with the lead. In their 11 wins this year, the Railers have been winning by an average of just short of 17 points. And a blocking foul is going to be whistled on Gavin. That'll be his first. You know, that's another thing. There haven't been a lot of fouls called, so there's also that stress-free atmosphere of not worrying about players having to go sit and everything. It's been physical, but the officials have let them go.
Yeah, and it hasn't been a lot of, post up or strong moves inside. It's been a lot of outside jump shots by both teams. So, or just uncontested layups. So there's been a quick game.
6.5 to go. O'Brien Over to Simpkins. Noah Wetzel in the contest for the first time for the Wildcats. O'Brien looks to go baseline, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled on Isaiah. Just a step slow getting there. And for Bowers, that will be his second. 6:15 left. Railers up 18. Wetzel back on top to O'Brien. Down low, they get it. Rhoda makes a move, little jump hook, won't fall down. Simpkins trying to grab the rebound. Ball doesn't go out of bounds, and Gavin comes out of there with it for the Railers. Head quickly to Cook. Back to Gavin. Skips it to Hop. Will for three, left side. In and out. And then a foul is going to be whistled on Bowers as he and Simpkins went up. Isaiah picks up his third. Simpkins went down hard. That was one of those. For Cook, that did everything but go down.
Yeah, he was right in and two, and another good pass out too, as right in the middle, and then a kick out to Will. And I
Good.
Yeah, he didn't miss a whole lot. Gavin went for a loose ball, slid into our table here courtside, took our power out. We're okay though. That's the most important thing.
See, I knew I put that banner up for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, you said Gavin's very cordial and give high fives and come over and say hi. He could have waited till after the game.
Yeah,
but that's
especially on a 20-point
nice
game.
look ahead. Hop for the easy two.
Yeah, that was almost a Kevin Love outlet pass from Gavin all the way full court to a sprinting Hoppy, and Hoppy was able to get that layup to go this time.
And Gavin got that one and thought about doing it again. 44-22, Railers have doubled him up. And then it's thrown away. .427. Rebound by Simpkins. He tried to go up for shot, and foul's going to be whistled on Hoppin with 4:23 to go. West will go to the line.
Foul call number 5, Aaron Hop. Shooting number 23, Richard Simpkins.
Simpkins' first free throw is up and good. He has 16.
Number 20, KJ Fry. In for Wildcats, number 33.
Yeah. If there's a bright spot for Normal West, it's been Simpkins. If anybody else would have came along, this would have been a lot closer game. So nice game by Simpkins. That's a good player, and they're taking him out with 4 minutes and 20 some seconds. That'd be the guy I'd leave in.
Yeah, 44-24. Simpkins, if that's it for the night for him, he leaves with 17.
Yeah, you reward a guy that does that. You hate to take him out. I don't know what kind of schedule they've got coming up, but
Ebelair down court. Gavin with a nice catch. Railers on top, 44-24. Fry into the contest for the Railers. Ebelair makes a move down on the baseline. There's Hop off the glass.
Yeah, great pass by Ebelair. And what was so nice about it also, Jeff, was that it was a couple dribbles. He had a guy hanging on him. It was nice.
Can KJ save it in bounds? He does save it in bounds. Ball loose. Still trying to pick it up. Good hustle by the Railers, but instead it's Normal West that comes out of there with it.
But what Ebelair did was passed it right off the dribble. He didn't even pick it up. He passed it with one hand right off the dribble, and that saved a step and got it right to Hop, and Hop with another easy basket.
Foul call number 20, KJ Fry.
3:36 left. Foul on KJ. Checking out will be Peyton Ebelair.
Yeah.
Peyton had only
Nice
scored
game.
2 points But you know what? They're not looking for him to score a lot.
Yeah, you're right. But you say 2 points, Jeff, but I think from my stats here, he had about 6 assists for Eagle Air. So a good floor game, as Coach likes to see. The point guard not only orchestrating his team, but finding the guys that are open and getting the guys that where they're supposed to be. And Eagle Air has been getting better and better each game.
Free throw missed by Zobrist, but Normal West grabs the rebound. 3.5 to go, 46-25. Zobrist fakes the three, drives in baseline, little floater will go down. 46-26, timeout taken. They're taking time, we'll take it with them. 3:23 to go, 46-27. Railers in control, back in 30 seconds with Lincoln, Railer basketball. Sponsors of Lincoln Railer basketball include Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning, and U-Haul. It's going to be another win for the Railers, just a matter of how much. 3:23 to go, along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Railers on top, 46-27. Another strong showing by the Railers, and it's just a continuation of how they played down in Collinsville.
Yeah, and you hope that the Railers can keep this going. You know, we've got a long stretch of games coming up, especially on the road. I was looking at the schedule on the way up here, and we're on the road for a long time.
Gavin with a nice finger roll drive down to the lane. He now has 19. But then the strange thing is once the calendar turns to February, I think there's maybe one game we don't play at home.
Yeah, you're right. 5 straight home games I counted at one point.
Rebound, nice board by West. Garrett Isles comes out with it for the Railers, and Garrett looks to make a move into the front court. Quickly over to the right side to KJ Fry, 2:40 to go. Railers on top, 48-27. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Josh. With this Railer team, no matter who's out there, you better be ready to catch a pass.
Yeah, that time Hop was worried either he wasn't ready for it or he thought somebody might tip it, and Gavin about caught him in the chops.
$2:15 to go. Cook with 15, Gavin 19, leading the way for the Railers. Turns, Gavin kicks back out to a cutting Will Cook with the reverse layup is good.
Another unselfish play, you know, there's a play right there where Gavin could have shot it, but he got caught up in the air and then found a cutting Will Cook, who did a good job of going up, and Will's had another nice game, 17 for Will.
1:43 to go. Zobrist, the fadeaway on the baseline is no good. He goes sprawling out of bounds. Aaron Hop kicks back to Gavin. Minute and a half. Railers on top, 23.
Yeah, Railers right now, as coach is gonna get the subs in, but the Railers there for the last couple possessions was just playing hot potato and just seeing how many passes and how many good passes to find a better shot you could get.
Coach Alexander just taking the timeout to get the subs in. David Biggs in. Isaiah Bowers back in. Jordan Perry back in. So on the floor for the Railers, you've got Fry, Bowers, Biggs, Isles, and Perry. 1.5 to go. Isaiah from 15 turns, a little long. Biggs tries to grab the rebound, but coming out of there with it will be West. Robinson quickly down court.
Yeah, and Bowers and Fry did a good job of staying right with him.
110. 3 on the way from Wetzel off the back of the rim, no good. KJ with the rebound for the Railers. Perry ahead to Isles. 1 minute, 60 seconds left in our contest. Bowers at the high post turns. Perry over to Fry. Down to 45 seconds. Ball thrown into the backcourt, tracked down by Normal West. Jordan Perry, KJ Fry back there. Kicking a nice move over to Chris Wilson Poston in the contest for the first time, and he lays it up and in. 50-28, Isles dribbles along the sideline. Biggs to a cutting Bowers with the layup, will go down. Yeah. Isaiah in double figures.
Yeah, nice pass by Biggs too. And a great cut by Isaiah right to the basket, and he went strong and had to go, kind of went up and then had to bring it back under. Saw a bigger guy come and try and block his shot.
Up off the glass, that's no good. Rebound out of bounds. (52-29). Jumper on the way. That will go down. That was Beal. Final score, 52-21. Railers improved to 12-2 on the season. Normal West drops to 5-7. Again, our final, 52-21. Railers pick up the victory. We'll be back to wrap things up here in just a moment with our post-game show. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. And a lot of runs for the Railers tonight. 9-0 runs, 8-0 runs, 8-2. So the Railers certainly, we're used to seeing the Railers do this, and tonight they did it, especially with their defense.
Yeah.
And it was just, I know you didn't get a chance to see it down in Collinsville, but it just seemed like a continuation of how they'd been playing the past few weeks. Joined now by Lincoln coach Neil Alexander. Coach, congratulations on the win number 12 on the season. Any worries coming into this one? Josh kind of talked about, you just come off of Collinsville, and you've got the weird schedule week next week where you've got Tuesday game and then, the game against Lanphier. The possibility of this being a trap game, but the Railers came through and played well when they needed to.
I thought our guys attacked their zone. Their zone had us. We were really, really concerned because they do play a pretty good 2-3 zone. They do some different things to you. They're long and they get out in those passing lanes. But our guys done a nice job attacking. And again, when you hit shots, it makes things a lot easier. And our guys were hitting the threes as well as the second half. We more or less attacked the baseline, and when you get things going like that, it opens up so many other things, and our guys were really good about recognizing what was there. So I was really pleased with the way we attacked. Our defense held them to 31. I just think that our guys are right now playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Coach. You just saw confidence all over the floor for the Railers, and just their passing as quickly as they were passing it, catching. Hop did a good job of catching it at the free throw line. We were there for a while. We were wanting him to catch and face, and then all of a sudden, after you bury a couple threes, he catches and face and throws it to Isaiah or somebody on the baseline. So it was a very, very confident-looking team, as you must have had in Collinsville. Also, 15 assists on just 4 turnovers for the Railers.
Well, that's a key for us, and they ran the 2-2-1 full court back into the 2-3, and our guys really done a nice job of taking care of the ball. I don't recall us having a turnover against the full court pressure. It was probably more or less in the half court. I thought we got out of sort a couple times, and when we got dislocated, that's when our turnovers happened. But we done a really nice job of attacking that zone, and it really makes, because I think I'm not sure how people want to play us now. I thought zone was the way to play us because of the matchup problems we create, but we're attacking the zone so well now that I don't know where you go. And, when our guys are focused and ready to play, we're pretty effective.
Coach, one of the things that the Railers did a very good job at down in Collinsville was on the boards. Early on, the Railers were doing a good job. There was a stretch where Normal West started getting a few of the offensive rebounds. But again, that's another thing where, if the player's not going to get the rebound, they're certainly trying to make sure that the guy that they're going to try and find doesn't get it and let their teammate go get it.
Well, we spend a lot of time, pretty much every day blocking people off and working on that, making contact and attacking the ball. And our guys are doing a much better job this year than I think we have a lot in the past. They've really been able to maintain or hold serve on the matching people for rebound. And if we can continue to do that and execute and keep our turnovers down and force turnovers, that just creates a better opportunity for us.
Coach, you said Evil Air brought you through one of the games in Collinsville as Cook and Gavin were in foul trouble tonight. Again, a great floor game for Evil Air. 6 assists, 2 turnovers, just 2 points, but some great passing. Not only did he get some passing, you talked about not turning the ball over against their pressure, he's a big part of that.
Well, he's the reason. He runs our team, and when we move him off the point of our defense to the wing, he guards the wing as well as anybody we have. So it's a plus whenever we substitute, and Isaiah's playing really well. He's starting to really understand how he's got to play and doing things for us and everything. And our team, I think, is just now finding their identity on how they're going to play, the rotations that we have, and everything. So I'm really pleased where we're at. But we talked about it before this game, is we had a great week last week. Let's not take 2 or 3 steps backwards. Let's keep moving forward. And there's no doubt that we took another step tonight. We're trying to get the guys to play consistent basketball. If you want to have a great year, you have to play consistent. And right now we're playing every game with a purpose, and they're attacking where they should and doing the things that we want to do.
Coach, during the broadcast, Josh made a great point. It must be quite a luxury to have someone like Aaron Hopp, who can start the game as one of the backs on the defense, and then later in the game he's playing the point.
Well, he's the one that really throws teams in a whirlwind, because how do you guard him? Do you put a post player on him? Do you put a guard and put the post player on another guard? So he really makes people think when they start to do that. That's why a lot of teams are zoning us, is they can't get a matchup, and you get a matchup or run man, we're going to burn you, and we're either going to hit the 3 or we're going to score a back door. So you have to pick up your poison, and the guys are executing. I will say that this zone tonight really had us worried, and Coach E had an extra 50 sets in his pocket, so that guy was all over the pen this week saying, hey, we can do this, and I finally looked, I said, Coach E, we got to do what we do, and he said, yeah, you're right. So things we do, and the kids, they're doing a very good job.
Coach, as we talked about, a little bit different week coming up. The Railers are at home on Tuesday against Springfield Southeast at a 7:30 start, and then you go for 5 straight road games. Springfield, Lanphier, Jacksonville, Rochester, Eisenhower, and Chatham before you come back to Roy S. So you talk about playing consistent. You may be talking about this upcoming 2 weeks of really needing consistency on the road.
Well, we can make things happen and pretty much set things where we want to be here in the next 2 weeks. We have Southeast at home. One thing that you take a look at going into the new year, I think 5 teams have got 1 loss in our league, and that's probably not all the loss everybody's going to get. I think it's really a deep conference that you have to be focused and ready to play, and every night, because if you're not, bad things could happen. And we feel that everybody wants a chance at us, and that's what makes us play consistent, is that they know that, and they also know the support that we have. It's easy to play hard and come every night ready to play.
Coach, we've seen for the past, down in Collinsville, we saw tonight how well the kids handle the basketball, play defense. Tomorrow, the Railer fans get a chance to see how they handle pancakes and plates and dishes.
Well, don't tell them, because they may be trying to toss them, get an assist here, flying saucers around. But, yeah, we'd sure like to have everybody come out. All of them are going to be there the whole time from 7 to 11 tomorrow morning at the KC Hall. And it'd be a great chance to sit and visit with some of them and, take care of, visit. And that's what we would like to see. And we like our kids to get out in the public, and because we appreciate their support. So, again, come out and visit them tomorrow, and we'll be there, and and then the kids will love to hear this. Back to school on Monday.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Quick question: pancake eating contest amongst the assistants. Who wins?
J-Mac.
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on those. By the way, I'm sure you may or may not have known this. Do you know tonight was the 750th game you've coached for the Lincoln Railers?
God, that's old. That's really
that's a
old.
long time.
That's really old.
So, yeah, 750 and another win for the Railers. And so get out and see the coaches and the kids at the KC Hall tomorrow morning, and then back in action at Roy S. Anderson Tuesday night against Southeast.
Okay, we sure need you Tuesday night. I know it's a uncharacteristic of our schedule and things, but we've got three Tuesday night games that we need your help. They're against Lamphere twice and Southeast once, and those are the two big teams that are in our league that's going to determine who wins our league. So hopefully we'll have everybody come out and help us out and get us another win on Tuesday night.
All right, Coach, congratulations on this one tonight. Then we'll see you tomorrow at the KC Hall, and then back Tuesday night at Roy S. Anderson.
Well, thank you.
Railers get the win. Final score 52-31. We'll be back to wrap it up. This is Lincoln Railer basketball.
Lincoln Railer basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Reps Gym, AAA Windows, Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Town and Country Bank, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Future Stars and Impact Studio Cheerleading and Tumbling, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds, TCC Verizon Wireless, Timbercrest Veterinary Services, Blades Hair and Nail Salon LLC, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Lincoln College, Big R, Stacy Family Pharmacy, St. Clara's Manor, BD Milling Company, Eaton Corporation, James Hair Salon, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Idea Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning and U-Haul, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and Dr. Betsy Ulrich, Sugar Creek Orthodontics.